The ocean is beautiful from the surface. Sunlight dances on the waves. The colors shimmer with life. And for a moment, everything feels calm and peaceful. But the deeper you go, the less the light follows you. And as the blue fades to black, beauty gives way to silence. Silence gives way to pressure, and pressure gives way to fear. Subnautica is not a horror game, not at least in the traditional sense. It doesn't chase you with monsters or flood the screen with gore. Instead, it asks a simpler question. What do you feel when you're 800 meters underwater and you're no longer alone? This is a game that lures you in with awe and leaves you breathless. Not from panic, but from wonder and the weight of everything below. There's a word for the fear of deep water: Thalassophobia. But Subnautica doesn't just lean on the fear of depth, it builds an entire world around it. The surface of planet 4546b is nearly silent. No civilization, no human voices, just the low hum of current and the distant song of Leviathans, and the occasional flicker of something large moving just out of your line of sight. It taps into a very primal and visceral terror, the kind that isn't loud, but vast and overcoming. Not the fear of what's in front of you, but the fear of what you can't see. You're never sure if you're being hunted or just simply watched. The water is your cage and your sanctuary. It's impossible to tell the difference. Every biome becomes a layered metaphor. The safe shallows are an illusion of safety. They're vibrant and playful, but very temporary. The blood kelp zone is visual madness, like descending into the veins of some ancient Leviathan. And the void, the game's literal edge, is the embodiment of cosmic horror. A place where the ocean ends, but the fear does not. Horror in Subnautica isn't about loud noises. It's not a monster leaping from the shadows or a chase through a haunted house. It's slower, quieter, more real. It's the way a shadow passes beneath you when you thought you were alone. It's the way you listen more than you look. Every creak, every distant moan, every mechanical groan of your sea moth makes you wonder, what's out there waiting for me? The game teaches you very quickly. You are not the apex predator in these waters. You are soft, breakable, small. And the things that hunt you, they don't hate you. They don't even notice you. You're just another ripple in their water. I've played through Subnautica 3 full times now, and when I was replaying it for footage, I genuinely felt the same fear and adrenaline that I had when I first played it. This speaks true volumes about the game's visceral ability to overcome you with overwhelming and completely debilitating fear. But Subnautica doesn't fully let you drown in fear. It gives you beauty, sometimes in the exact same breath. A school of peepers that glitter in the light. The Jellyrays that circle your base like some type of guardian angel. The reef backs drifting like underwater behemoths. Ecosystems clinging to their shells like forgotten gardens. It's a contradiction that truly makes the world feel alive. You fear it. You fear the world around you, but you want to stay. You want to go deeper. Not just to survive, but to see. Because the game doesn't just reward progress, it rewards curiosity. Subnautica tells its story in whispers. There aren't any cutscenes, and there aren't quest markers that point the way for you to go. It's just wreckage. Voices and old PDAs, skeletons with no graves. The Legacy crew leaves behind a haunting trail. The slow descent from survival to madness. The story isn't heroic, it's human. It's full of denial and paranoia, and then a quiet surrender to the world and the horrors around them. And then there's the architects, ancient beings who once ruled this ocean that are now reduced to ruins beneath the waves. Their technology is vast, cold, purposeful. They didn't die of war or famine. They died of something microscopic, something that now is inside you. The deeper you go, the more you realize the ocean didn't kill them outright. It just waited for them to die. You can't really fight back in Subnautica. There aren't any rocket launchers or plasma rifles that you can access. The ocean, it doesn't give you power. It just gives you the tools to survive. And it dares you to build your own safety, your own bastion to hide from the horrors outside. That powerlessness, it's the whole point of the game. The game forces you to learn how to hide, how to listen, how to plan, and eventually how to return. You go back to the place that scared you, not because it's safe now, not by any means, but because you've changed. You've figured out not how to conquer it, because you can't conquer these places, but just how to simply get by. You built the Cyclops. You cured the plague. You've looked fear in the eye, and you kept going. Now when you finally leave, when the rocket ignites and you watch the ocean shrink behind you, you don't feel only triumph. You also feel reverence. Because what Subnautica gave you wasn't just survival. It gave you a reason to descend, to explore, to face what you feared, and come back stronger. It gave you silence and darkness and things that should not exist, but you as a player are certainly glad that they do. But above all, it gives you wonder, juxtaposed with fear. And that, more than anything else, those two things, that's what stays with you when you leave the depths behind and you soar into the heavens. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time exploring Subnautica with me. I have always loved this game, and I wanted to make this short video to hopefully share some of that love with each of you. Subnautica is an incredible game, and if you haven't gotten the opportunity, I encourage you to go play it and experience it for yourself. And if it's been a while, to maybe go revisit some of the wonderful places on 4546B. Thank you again for spending this time with me. and have a blessed rest of your day.